Let's Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Am I saying it right? Was it Dr. Lakeisha?
It's Dr. Lakeisha. Yes, it is.
Okay. So why don't you just tell the people like some of the
I
things that
think
you
I'm
do
very
around cannabis and
Yes, it's Dr. Lakeisha. It is. Yes. Am I connected?
Yeah, you are. Yeah. I think it's like a lag. It's a little lag. Okay. Well, actually, can you hear us now? Can you hear us? You hear us now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. There we go.
Okay, great.
Okay. Yeah, so I just want to
There we
ask
go. I think that's better. All right.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you, just tell the guests in here about a little bit of things that you do about the cannabis industry, and some of the things that you want to talk about. My apologies. That was a very disrespectful call. I apologize.
No, sure. So I'm a traditional naturopath. So a natural health doctor, and I'm a registered master herbalist. So I'm a professional member of the American Herbalist Guild. And that means that I can prepare and dispense botanical materia medica in a way that's generally recognized as safe. So that's just sort of a fancy way of compound herbs. And I make different, concoctions, whether it's capsules or tinctures or, topicals to address, common illness. So really, I utilize herbs as the basis of nutrition to combat the symptoms of chronic degenerative and terminal illness. That's really like my profession. That's what I do like as my day job. When it comes to the cannabis industry, though, specifically, I work really hard to make sure that patients have access to cannabis, or people have access to cannabis, because we have an endogenous cannabinoid system in our body, and supplementing with, nutritionally with cannabis or hemp-based products is really a necessity.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you again now, yes. Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah. It is lag. It just lags just a little bit.
That's Jamaica and the Wi-Fi. Like that's the perils of Jamaica and Wi-Fi. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. You're right here talking to us. It's all that matters. Yeah, so I don't think a lot of people caught the last part of what you were saying. You just repeat that.
So what I was saying is that actually supplementing like nutritionally with like a cannabis-based or hemp-based product actually required to sort of, sustain human life, because our endogenous cannabinoid system needs supplementation just like any other system in our body. We don't produce enough endocannabinoids to keep that system functioning properly.
Sorry, I'm doing what he was doing. Yeah, so today we're just gonna talk about the difference between CBD and THC, and just some of the conditions that they can cure. So with CBD, I'm sure you know this, is that mainly it's an extract from hemp or marijuana, a hemp plant, and it basically contains 0.3% of THC. Yeah, so while THC and marijuana plant contain higher concentration of THC. You have something to say?
Yes. So let me say that there are, and I'm sorry, but I have to bring the Dr. Boring and the science part to it, because that's really good.
Yeah.
That's where the education starts. So THC, CBD are cannabinoids, first of all. So there are over 120 cannabinoids that are known in the cannabis plant. And we only study very few of them, like maybe about 17 of them actively. And THC and CBD are just cannabinoids. That's what they are. So they're part of the active constituents of the plant. But they're also terpenoids, so terpenes, there's flavonoids, and there's lipids. So there's a number of active constituents in the plant that help with conditions besides, just cannabinoids, THC or CBD. Number one, let me say that. Number two, they don't cure anything. We need to think about it more in a nutritional aspect. We're supplementing our system. So our brain produces endocannabinoids naturally to support our endogenous cannabinoid system. The phytocannabinoids, so the THC and CBD that are found in the cannabis plants, they actually mirror very close chemical composition the endocannabinoids that our brain produces naturally. So what you're doing is you're just supplementing. That's why it's called a phytocannabinoid. So it's from a plant, a phytocannabinoid, and we're just supplementing our endogenous cannabinoid system. That's what we're doing. We're supplementing what our brain produces naturally, but nutritionally with a plant.
Okay, so I didn't come to your class. Right, that's a lot of good information. I think a lot of people don't really know. I didn't know as well. So. I did not know 120 components in there. I thought it was 17. I thought it was 17. I didn't know it was 120. Wow.
Yeah, there's
what are like what are like some of the most common, I guess, medical benefits that you see people use for CBD?
Okay, so CBD as a standalone, we have CB1 and CB2 receptors in our body, right? We have two receptors, CB1 and CB2, that speak to phytocannabinoids, including CBD. But we have over 300 receptor sites in our body that speak to cannabinoids, right? Unfortunately, CBD as a standalone cannot speak to both of our receptors. You have to have some THC along with the CBD if you want to have full efficacy. CBD as a standalone, as an isolated constituent, does not do much of anything, to be honest, except for fill up those receptors that are CBD responsive. That's it. You need what's called the entourage effect. That's what they refer to it as. So it's the way that all of the cannabinoids, the terpenoids, the flavonoids, and the lipids play together that really give you the greatest benefit. Now, I'm not saying that if CBD is the only thing that you have access to, that you shouldn't take it, because everybody's suffering from an endogenous cannabinoid system deficiency. So if all you can get is CBD, great, go for that. But if you're expecting it to be this like panacea, like it's just going to like cure everything that ails you, it's not. That's just, I'm sorry to break that to you, but that's the cold hard facts on that one.
And that's what we like. Yeah, I need facts. Don't tell me nothing around it makes you want to hear it. Tell me the truth. I want to know the whole truth.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but thanks for joining us on Marijuana Matters. Thanks for glad to have you on here. I have one more question. Oh, okay. All right. It's kind of like just thinking about it as a business way. So I've tried CBD blunts, is what people can say, or joints, what people can say. It has the effect of tobacco, it has the taste of tobacco, but and the effect of relaxation of it as well, without the addiction part of the nicotine. Do you believe that at some point, if CBD can get to manufacturers into businesses and stores, do you think it can take over the tobacco industry? They do it that way. If that way of CBD is exploited and has a whole bunch of revenue put into it.
That's what we're seeing happening, actually, because CBD stores and products are popping up everywhere. I was in the airport because I travel a lot, and I was in the airport. They have a whole CBD store in the airport, and I was generally shocked. You can pick up CBD products, at your local neighborhood gas station or, things like that. Unfortunately, a lot of those products don't actually have a CBD content. Those products, like most of them, don't even have CBD in it, unfortunately. That's just happens. I can't quite see that product. Oh, I sort of see it in particular. But, there's a lot to be said for CBD as a flower. Let me break down one thing to you, too, like a little bit of facts here. Mm-hmm. So people want to separate like cannabis and hemp. They come from the same genus and same family. It really is. The only difference is like if you're using cannabis-based hemp products or industrial hemp products. And a lot of those things are made from industrial hemp, and you're not really getting the greatest benefit because you're not getting all of the cannabinoids that are fully available in a cannabis-based hemp product in a product like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. I'm glad I asked that too. Thank you. So it was glad to have you on here, Dr. Lakeisha. Oh, we got one more question. I keep forgetting. My mind's like, okay, that's good. The next one go. How does marijuana matter to you? That's our end all and be all question. That got asked in the last guest, but what does marijuana matter to you?
What does it matter to me? Let's see. So, what cannabis matters to me is because I'm going to say one more time, have an endogenous cannabinoid system in our body, and supplementation is required. Just like with, every other system in our body, we don't produce enough iron, we don't produce enough vitamins and minerals that we need, so we have to eat food to get nutrients so that our body can perform and function optimally. It's really important that we supplement our endogenous cannabinoid system, which means that we have to take a cannabis or hemp-based supplement. It is what it is. Our brain doesn't produce enough. So what it matters to me is the fact that our endogenous cannabinoid system creates balance. It, regulates things like cognitive function, sleep patterns, our inflammatory response, our immune system, our endocrine system, so our hormones, cardiovascular system. What it means to me is health. It means balance. It means that, supplementation is required unless you're a small child or exclusively nursed, because endocannabinoids are in breast milk, you are suffering from a deficiency. So I highly suggest that you educate yourself, find a supplement that works for you, find the right product, the right dose, and the right delivery method, and make it matter for you, for everybody.
That was good. I really appreciate that question. That's my actual last question. I do apologize. One of the students got one more question. One question.
Yeah.
No problem. Next one too. All right, so thank you for having me on. It's good. Make sure we speak with you again. Oh,
definitely.
I'm on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow Dr. Lakeisha. Send a lot of information on her page. So I tell you guys, we're trying to give you guys hardcore facts right now.